You know, I'd buy tires online, but then what?
We've thought about it. We're TireRack.com.
They should let you ship directly to a mechanic.
Actually, we call them independent recommended installers.
They should have like 1,000 mechanics.
Try over 7,000 installers.
Then you just make an appointment.
At a time that's convenient for you.
This could change tire buying forever.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Come on, road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Engineered to meet or exceed original equipment performance, exclusively at AutoZone.
Lifeline USA is a leading manufacturer of onboard fire suppression systems. Lifeline's continuous commitment to research and development ensures that we supply the most innovative and cutting-edge products available. Used by the majority of the world's motorsport championship-winning teams and constructors, Lifeline has a proven history of success. Lifeline offers a complete range of fire suppression systems for all budgets and needs, and we continue to push development and limits on both extinguishant materials and our patented delivery systems to make the race car environment almost as safe as sitting on your sofa at home. Every kit has been designed for a professional and simple installation. For more information and to purchase your Champ Car fire suppression system, go to www.lifeline-fire.com.
Frozen rotors from Diversified Cryogenics deliver increased performance and a higher level of safety, while significantly reducing braking system costs.
So to tell you a little bit about the durability of this product. So we have seen an incredible extension of the life of our brake rotors using frozen rotors. We've gone from brake rotors every other weekend to 6 weekends on one set of brake rotors, and I think they can go farther. The durability has been amazing. And it's been a fantastic season, and man, a lot of that is due to the way our car can brake on those frozen rotors.
For more information, go to frozenrotors.com.
Located in Northeast Ohio with 40 years of combined experience, Money Shift Racing knows how to deliver performance and safety, offering everything you need to get your vehicle and drivers ready for race day. From safety equipment to full engine assembly and repair, in-house fabrication, 3D design, and rapid prototyping. Money Shift Racing. Performance done right. Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company. While we're located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia, Discovery Parts can also be found at the tracks, supporting a number of Champ Car Series events. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
No. Seriously?
Come on.
No.
You for real?
Dale.
Really?
Wow.
So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination, AutoZone, your battery solution.
And we are back. We are back live here, the Senator 14-hour at Sebring International, presented by UUC Motorworks. And unfortunately, the Senator and staff, Miata, it looks like they probably called it a day. Clutch problems. I'm not sure they want to hop in a race car, change the transmission out. I don't know. They've got 2.5 hours, roughly just under 2.5 hours. Maybe they don't have a spare training. I don't know.
They're currently sitting in like 27th minus the EC cars, so it's 26th. I wonder if all their drivers got to drive today, because they had a lot of drivers. That might determine what they do.
Yep. And there we saw Ed's car going by with that lit up shark fin.
Always nice to see.
Yep, it's kind of fun.
Team Infinity kind of holding themselves up there in that top 5 still. Doesn't seem like anybody has anything for Glazed and Confused, though. Like, nada.
Yep. We're looking pretty solid there. Marathon Motorsports also looking pretty good with 6 laps on an Ibex. So it's a gigantic lead for Marathon there in second place too. So got to hand it to David Twatty and his team. They know how to get things done. Not blazingly faster than anybody else, just fast and keeping it out there on the racetrack. Ibex Racing, they're in 3rd place. RPM Motorworks in 4th. About a minute and 50 seconds behind them is Team Infinity. And doesn't look like they're catching the Mustang at all. They are 2 laps up on Fingdog Racing, who is in pursuit. And we know all these teams are going to have to stop at least one more time.
Yep, because our driver stint limit is 2 hours, and we still have 2 hours and 20 some odd minutes left. So, you know, everybody's got at least one more stop to go.
We would like to encourage you to consider TireRack.com when it comes to your purchasing needs. You'll get free shipping on all orders over $50. So whether it's tires, wheels, brakes, suspension, all parts and accessories, it's the way tire buying should be. So they have, you can upgrade your garage, upgrade your car, your truck, lift, lower, fine-tune, otherwise light the way, whether you're looking for lights or suspension, brakes, charging system, engine tuning, wheels, tires, lug nut locks, mud flaps, or wipers. TireRack.com has products to take things to the next level. They also have OE replacement options too. We are happy to help. Search by vehicle at TireRack.com or give one of our sales specialists a call at 888-541-1777.
You know, like, and that's a good gift. They have gift cards too of just about any amount you want to do. So if you've got a car enthusiast in your life and looking for a gift for them for Father's Day or for Christmas or a birthday or an anniversary present or whatever, that always, I think anybody could find, any car enthusiast can find plenty of things to spend money on the TireRack.com website. So just some advice there when you don't know what to get your car guy or gal. them get exactly what they want. Because if you like cars and you're not stupid wealthy, there's always a budget that comes into mind, right? There's always, oh, I'd like to have that, but that's just too much, whatever. So, knock off the cap off of that and be, make it a little easier for them to get the thing they really, really want. Those new wheels, that new set of tires, whatever it might be.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Wouldn't it be?
Wheels really set a car off. My daughter had a Mustang for a while, and it was really not doing great. It didn't look very good. It was silver. It was a ragtop. And she finally decided, I got to get out of this thing. I'm tired of it. It's leaking fluid. It's leaking water into the inside. She was having trouble with it. She decided to buy a Subaru. She sold it to my brother-in-law, who's a Mustang aficionado. He changed the wheels, and it was suddenly a completely different car. It was so cool looking, and
looked totally different.
Totally. And he spent some time working on getting the ragtop to seal, and he and I have worked on it a little bit here and there. It's a completely different deal now. So it's just changing the wheels. It really does give you a different feeling and opinion about the car.
And I bought 2 sets of wheels, complete sets of wheels from Tire Rack here in the last probably 2 years, and still using both sets and have enjoyed them absolutely. I went ahead and paid the little extra and had the TPMS put on the wheels, so I can cheat on the track and roll the little ball on my steering wheel and see what my tire pressures are without having to actually get out of the car.
Nice.
I really enjoy that. Because you can, you take off and, you do a lap or so to warm up your tires. And you can see those pressures start coming up. So, you're getting heat in the tires, especially on a cooler event.
That's slick. That's really slick.
Yeah. Or the car didn't feel so great. You look over, roll the thing and look, and you're like, oh, well, my pressures are at like 40 now. It gained that much. So maybe I'll come in and let a little pressure down. I don't know. I've enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And I brag about it and like it so much. Alan's even thought about putting it on the E36 that we drive, the trophy wife car, just to have, just one more little bit of information. I don't know. I like it. But I got those. They were all mounted on the wheels and all ready to go when my wheels came. So all the hardware needed to do it and everything. So ta-da. Casey was like, are you really going to put that on your track wheels? And I'm like, yeah. The car has the technology to read it. Yeah, I'll spend just a little bit more money and be able to know what my pressures are at all times while I'm on the course. So, car people, what we do. In other words, we can find something to spend money on with no problem. It's always that upgrade you want. TireRack.com especially caters to our habit. It's a great place to get tires or wheels or whatever you need for your street car, too.
Yep.
Not just race cars and sports cars. That's where I get my my tires for my SUV, too. Got lots to choose from. You don't even have to know your sizes. You just plug in the make, model, and any kind of, different trim level of your car, and it'll tell you what fits and what doesn't. Makes tire buying easy. number 10 of Open Throttle Racing is shown not turning laps currently.
Okay.
It doesn't look like their pit loop marker is really working, so for whatever reason. So maybe they're just in for fuel. I can't tell you if it's been a long time or not because it doesn't say when they were in last.
Yeah, I don't see anything marked up on Flagotronics, but it is a manual system, so someone would have to key it in there for us to know.
Meaning that Bill's got to be paying attention.
Yeah, and it's getting late, you know. Motivation is low.
What's happening? We're getting close to the 2-hour mark, which means we've been on air for about 12 hours and up doing stuff for many more.
Yep.
Looks like Ibex is in the pits too with the Treasure Coast Miata.
Okay. Family Tradition just hit their fastest lap time of the day, but no, that's not accurate. It's a mistake. Just labeled it green, but they really shouldn't have. Yeah, those two teams are inside the top 10. Open Throttle there, Kermit, shown not turning laps. In the 644 car.
DVM Racing, one of the cars we were talking about early on today, they've had some issues, but they've worked themselves up to 9th place now, actually 8th place.
Nice job, guys.
Excellent.
Nicely done.
It says they blew a valve cover gasket about 15 laps into the race. They replaced it
Oh,
and
yeah.
went back on track.
Yeah, well, the word was they blew it, and then it wouldn't seal. They kept trying, and it wouldn't seal up. So they came up with something.
Yep, and it seems to be working.
Look at that sky, Tiffany.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And there was another shot from the back of the BMW that was really cool. Down the front straightaway, that whole section back there is really awesome.
That's some really pretty colors in the sky.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it just stayed like that all the way to 11 o'clock, but we're not going to get that.
Well, we're going to get a few hours in the dark.
Yeah.
The DVM car is powered by Dr. Shannon Kennedy. That's the car owner. Cameron Ray and Darren McNeil are driving that car. The 3 of them are doing all 14 hours today.
Wow, that is a lot of driving a race car in a very short period of time. I don't think I would want that.
No, I usually like a little bit, few more team members.
Yeah.
But, some people just love to get as much time in the car as absolutely possible during a race weekend. So,
Well, there you go.
do that too.
You go right ahead. You get your opportunity.
You can do it that way too. Yep. Our rules say the driver cannot be in the car longer than 2 hours without a 1-hour break. So as long as they've been out of the car for a solid hour, they can get back in and go for it again.
Yep. It wouldn't be the first time someone did 3 stints or 4 stints in a race. That's a lot.
That seems a little crazy to me, but that's also because I'm not young anymore. Maybe if I was in my 20s, even early 30s, that would I would consider it more, but yeah, no. Do 1, 2 stints in a day.
Man, that's an awesome shot. Now, we'll roll here to this other car camera as they pull down the front straightaway shows the rear view, which is the same shot. And it looked pretty cool the last time we were on this lap, so this last lap through to see what it looks like here.
All those palm trees, it really feels like Florida.
Yeah, it's a cool shot.
Absolutely. Cruise down the front straightaway. The garages are off to the left, as well as the pit lane. Come through turn 1. Doesn't really do justice for how bumpy the exit of turn 1 is.
Yeah. It doesn't seem very bumpy from my comfortable chair here in
I know, right?
a house at 65, 68 degrees, and I'm just all comfy sitting here.
Feet kicked up, chilling, yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't seem so bad to me.
Now, Ibex has fallen to 6th place now. Just right in front of Treasure Coast. They're still in 7th because they're still being shown in the pits.
Okay. Looks like they're outfitting their probably the last driver to get in. Are we a little early? Yeah.
We are a little early.
Man, he's going to have to stop again. Not much he can do about it.
Yeah, they probably, I'm guessing they might have enough fuel to go to the end, but they may have to do a quick driver change at some point in time.
Yeah. Fing Dog shown in 5th place. Their fastest lap time, a 2:40. Glazed's fastest lap time, a 2:38. Marathon, a 2:37. Team Infinity, a 2:38. RPM AutoWorks, a 2:40. The fastest lap time of the day, set by TBI, an EC car, at a 2:27.949.
Wow.
Yeah, only 10 seconds a lap faster.
Well, it is an EC car. Let's see. Wonder what the next fastest is. It's not EC. There's, I see a 2:35 back there for RVA.
Whew.
That's a smoking fast lap.
Yeah.
I think that might be the fastest, not a legit car. Yep. So the 2:35 of RVA looks to be the fastest time of the day by a classed car, non-EC. But they are broken and done, so they're out of this one for today. Proving that you don't have to have the fastest time of the day to win the race. It's about making the car last all the way to the end.
Yep.
That's what endurance racing is all about. Not braking.
Seems like a pretty good strategy. If you can just go out there and turn laps, you're going to do well. I think I had done a little bit of research, and I found out that if you can take a car out there and just hit your pit stops and not do any other pit stops for any reason, you're automatically in the top 15. You have to be. And that's worst case.
If you don't brake and just do your pit stops, just the mandatory ones.
They don't have to be particularly fast laps. Yeah, if you just go out there and turn laps, just average laps, you'll pass everybody else that's having to make these extra pit stops to the point where you should be at least in the top 15.
Interesting to know. That's typically what we see.
I would bet that it's probably more like top 10, but you should be able to get to the top 15 for sure. But it's not easy, though. I can remember working with different teams, and it's like, sometimes it's difficult to, even when I was helping prep the car, it was hard to get that down and not stop.
Oh, yeah.
At Watkins Glen, for instance, we had a driver that I think the owner was kind of overbearing and scared him to the point where he had a little bit of contact on the racetrack, not much, just a little bump on the quarter panel, and he brought the car in because he was afraid that maybe there was some damage, Oh. And you get out and you look, it's like, well, what are you here for? And he's like, oh, I got hit, and I want to make sure the car is okay. And maybe, it's like, yeah, I can't even really see anything, Go ahead and go. It's spent more time in the pits than you really needed to. If you're not rubbing a tire, if you can't hear anything, you should be okay. You're not seeing any smoke, just go. Don't worry about it. But, that kind of stuff just doesn't need to be happening. You just stay out there. Keep turning those laps.
The car still feels good, and not making any weird noises, and you're not seeing any smoke, and they're not flagging you with the meatball flag or the black flag.
Right.
The meatball flag is a black flag with the orange dot in the middle of it, meaning that you're having some kind of mechanical issue with the car. The black flag alone is just letting you know that they have a problem with your driving. So if neither of those are happening, that's usually a good sign.
Yeah, you can report it. You can let the team know that, hey, some guy tapped me over, got into me in the left rear, but it feels okay. You can let them know I had a spin, but that doesn't mean you have to bring it into the pits to have it looked at necessarily. You can just keep on going, and a lot of times, if you don't keep going, you don't really have much to tell the team because you didn't drive it.
Mm-hmm.
You just brought it into the pits right away. It's like, well, is there something wrong? Well, I spun. Okay. What do you want me to do? Well, look at the car. Well, there's not much to see. Take it out and drive it. If the steering wheel's clocked or something weird, yeah. You got a hard vibration or something, we could, just give me something to go on. Mechanic doesn't know where to start.
Yeah, how do you troubleshoot that?
He's just going to get underneath there and look around a little bit, do some ABCs, but if you don't really have a problem, you should be able to identify something if you're going to come in there.
Yeah, otherwise you might just tell your team, hey, I had a spin, or hey, this, and then if there's no problem that you notice at that time, then maybe just let them know, and then your next standard pit stop, they can just double check anything. But if it's been good for the last 15 or 20 miles, it's probably just, or laps, it's probably just okay. Sometimes mild contact just doesn't damage the car too badly.
One of the cars in the pits there, we can see getting serviced. They're cleaning up the headlights. Cleaned up the windshield. Ooh, those lights are on now.
They got bright.
Them babies are working.
They cleaned off all the bugs on them, and then voila. Kind of getting down to that 2-hour mark.
Oh, yeah. You want to take us out to the commercial?
Sure. If they've hung with us this long, it's only been 12 hours. Might as well stay to the end because that's only 2 hours from now. So you're watching ChampCar.Live presented by AutoZone. We're going to pay the bills and be right back.
An important decision is afoot. This man is about to buy tires on TireRack.com. Tire Rack is the leading online retailer of tires in North America and a repository of advice and expert reviews. And it's done! All that's left is to arrange for safe, easy installation at one of our independent recommended installers. Well, I guess he did that too. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Come on, Road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Engineered to meet or exceed original equipment performance exclusively at AutoZone.
Lifeline USA is a leading manufacturer of onboard fire suppression systems. Lifeline's continuous commitment to research and development ensures that we supply the most innovative and cutting-edge products available. Used by the majority of the world's motorsport championship-winning teams and constructors, Lifeline has a proven history of success. Lifeline offers a complete range of fire suppression systems for all budgets and needs, and we continue to push development and limits on both extinguishment materials and our patented delivery systems to make the race car environment almost as safe as sitting on your sofa at home. Every kit has been designed for a professional and simple installation. For more information and to purchase your ChampCar fire suppression system, go to www.lifeline-fire.com.
RVA Graphics and Wraps is a full-service design, signage, digital graphics, and wraps company located in Richmond, Virginia. With over 20 years of experience, RVA Graphics and Wraps offers premium signage options for your business. We are dedicated to offering our clients best-in-class service in all aspects of graphic design and application. For more information, visit us on the web at rvagfx.com. Located in Northeast Ohio with 40 years of combined experience, Money Shift Racing knows how to deliver performance and safety, offering everything you need to get your vehicle and drivers ready for race day. From safety equipment to full engine assembly and repair, in-house fabrication, 3D design, and rapid prototyping. Money Shift Racing. Performance done right.
Frozen rotors from Diversified Cryogenics deliver increased performance and a higher level of safety, while significantly reducing braking system costs.
So to tell you a little bit about the durability of this product. So we have seen an incredible extension of the life of our brake rotors using frozen rotors. We've gone from brake rotors every other weekend to 6 weekends on one set of brake rotors, and I think they can go farther. The durability has been amazing. And it's been a fantastic season, and man, a lot of that is due to the way our car can brake on those frozen rotors.
For more information, go to frozenrotors.com.
Nice. Yeah, I heard about this.
So I would actually go with the full synthetic.
Ceramic pads for the Duralast rotors.
I did it. You see how it's...
You did it. That's it.
We did it.
You did it. You can do it.
The path to I did it starts at AutoZone. Get in the zone.
And welcome back to the TireRack.com Champ Car Endurance Series, ChampCar.Live, presented by AutoZone. It is the Senator 14-hour at Sebring International, presented by UUC Motorworks. Yeah, welcome back. What do we got? Just about 2 hours of broadcasting left. Oh, 2 hours of racing left, but we're going to caution here. That's right. They're taking us to caution. Let's see if we can find out the name of the pain here. What is happening? Looking around Flagtronics. Now, this is manual, though, so if he doesn't flag it, we might just have to kind of see, look for any cars that go double digit that aren't moving. Let's see, what do we have? And the track cameras are already, here we have an emergency vehicle in front of Marathon.
Got a fire at
Oh,
bridge.
geez. At the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Should be driver's left. Driver is out.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a big fire.
It's smoky. And you should get a rear view here. I got another vehicle in pursuit there to deal with the fire. Should be right around here.
Oh, what we got going on now?
Oh, there's a car on fire there.
Oh,
Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, looks like they got it under control.
So that's the 504 of EJ Racing.
Okay.
Maybe handled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks like they got it under control.
Had to go lock my chicken coops up. Because it's sunset here too, so it's getting dark. So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We let them free range during the day.
A friend of mine bought herself a couple goats.
Oh, goats are cute.
Little ones.
Yeah, the little miniature ones.
Yeah.
They're so cute. I keep telling my husband we need to get one, but we need to get the rest of our property fenced in first. But then we could just put a goat out there and never have to like worry about, the wooded part of the back of our lot ever, getting grown up again. The goat would just take care of it. They might eat the race car too, though. There's one of those back there, or 2 or 3.
Well, around here you have to get 2. You can't get just one because it's like some kind of an emotional thing. So you gotta have 2 of them. Well, the ones that she got anyway are brother and sister or something. So I guess you had to get them both. And unfortunately, she's in the city, which you're not really allowed to have them in the city. So if anybody reports her, then she's got to deal with that. But so far, she's only had them about a month and a half. So, so far so good. And the senator and staff taking the camera out of the car.
The final give up, I guess. Returning the camera.
What do we do with this camera?
Go find Bill somewhere?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him all day. He's probably
Yeah, neither have we.
Right.
I'm kidding. You take it to registration. If you ever have a camera, your car's done, you take the camera to registration, and they'll take care of it for you. Or you can take it up to the tower and give it to Bill, whichever. Either one works.
Yeah, depending on where we're at, sometimes it's a little harder to get to the tower or get to where we might be set up. But yeah, so if all else fails, registration. Usually registration is a little easier to get to if you're in the pits and that sort of thing. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's follow him and see where he takes it. Dun, 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 dun. We need some Mission Impossible music. Dun, dun,
I
dun,
agree.
dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Wait.
Oh, thank you. Dun, 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 dun.
Now I'm thinking of the one that the Mission Impossible song that they use with the Minions. A little higher pitched.
Oh, I think he's going to go to registration. I think he knows. He's reasoned it out.
He may be in the know.
Yeah, because he passed. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Where are we going here?
I mean, you don't really
Is
want
he
to
gonna
climb
go
all
to
those
the
stairs if you don't
elevator?
have to.
Yeah.
Don't take it in the bathroom because it's loud.
Oh, he's going to go upstairs. Now he's going out to the... Oh, no. There's nobody out there. He's not... He's looking for Bill. He's thinking he's going to find Bill out there. He's not. He looks to the left. He looks to the right.
He's like, oh,
Now he's going to... Oh, he's going to go find a marshal.
Well, our car's done. I don't know where anyone is to give it back. I was looking for Bill or anyone. Bill Strong's the guy to give it. Yeah.
He's like, I don't either.
I want to see if it looks like registration's closed up. Isn't registration like right here?
Yeah, registration is that... I'd be surprised if they closed it, though, because I know she usually has everything in there and packs it up. So now the pit marshal's got it. This is actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, now what is he going to do with it?
Yeah, now what is he going to do with it? It's like,
Maybe
great.
Put on the pit wall
Now
for
I
us.
got this thing. Now I got to go find Bill.
Put it on the start-finish line.
Yeah.
It's like hot potato. It's getting passed off.
Oh, what happened to it? It went down. Oh, well. He might have bumped a cable or something.
Probably turned it off.
So the fourth place, after all that excitement, is in the pits. We're under caution here. Car was on fire.
Dylan said goats are fun, and his goats are his team's mascot. The Hunt for Bill.
Dylan says,
Sebring edition.
Sebring edition. Dun, dun, dun. Well, we know where he's at. It's just that we can't communicate with these folks down there in the pits, which is kind of part of the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Here goes DVM. Yeah,
The
Team
DVMs
Infinity.
worked their way up to 7th place.
Hello.
Knocking on the top 5, huh?
Yep.
We've got 4th place and 6th place, both in the pits. And Ibex Racing looks like they pitted 2 laps in a row. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but that might explain why they're dropping through the standings. They were, what, 3rd earlier? I think that they got up to 3rd at one point in time. Yep, they were 3rd before they pitted these last couple of laps, and they've fallen to the 6th. And DVM is only 1 lap behind them, so if they don't get back out and clear that, DVM will pass them. Okay, 981 is coming for their pit stop. They're taking fuel, I'm assuming, and Caleb Fletcher is behind the wheel of that Porsche Boxster for Atlanta Speedworks.
Oh, okay. Fing Dog's back in the pits. That didn't take long.
Nope.
Could be they're
There
just
we
going
go.
to get that last pit stop done and out of the way. Since they're
Yeah,
under
maybe
caution.
pits under caution.
Not anymore. We are back to green.
So the folks that are still in the pits, that's going to cost them a lot more time.
I
Let's
guess.
see what happens.
Yeah, Fing Dog's leaving. You know, I mean, I guess if you're going to take, whatever advantage you can, get whatever love you can out of it. That might be the last yellow they see.
Entirely possible.
We'll see.
Looks like RPM might have considered ducking the pits while it was
Oh.
yellow, but then it may have swapped back over on them.
Hope springs eternal.
Just get things cleared up so quickly here and get it back to green so quickly. It's hard to, if you get caught out under a purple 35 and then you have to slowly work your way around this enormous track to try to get back into the pits. Sometimes it's hard to take advantage of them depending on where the flags came out and where you were at, in track when they came out.
Team Infinity, it's been a long day for them. They've had some challenges today. Some of it stemmed around communications issues. They've had some mechanical woes, but managed to get those things fixed and get the car back out there. They've turned 225 laps here today and find themselves in 5th place in this field.
Not bad, not bad at all. Oh, showing glazed and confused, not turning laps right now too.
No,
but they're probably in the pits.
they
Yep, it just
crossed
went
the
to
pit loop just as you were saying that.
That's what I was gonna guess.
Their final pit stop for the day, most likely.
It is, and they are sticking Rob Hines in the number 56 to finish it out.
Okay. Just want you to know, we're all counting on you.
I mean, yeah. No pressure. No pressure at all.
Yeah. That's an airplane movie quote. Leslie Nielsen, the best.
Need to watch that. I haven't watched that in eons. I was watching, what was I watching at CMP? Oh, I was watching Ghostbusters 2. I love that movie. It's so funny. Oh, so Atlanta Speedworks, they took fuel, of course, and they had to change one tire. It was wore out, I guess. But back underway. So is Thing Dog back on track? So
Yeah, they were kind of slow getting going. I'm not sure what that was all about. It looked like they were actually way off the pace, and then just started to accelerate away. So seems to be okay. Might have been trying to finish hooking something up, or I don't know.
Maybe their time wasn't done yet. I don't know. They were.
No, they were on the racetrack. Just cars were passing, and he was just going really slow. And I thought, well, okay, then maybe he's got something wrong here. And then they just gradually accelerated away.
He's like, never mind. I think I'm going to go racing. See you in a bit. Brian Strong is saying, anyone know if Mitchell Blackman is running? That name does not ring a bell to me. If anybody else knows. It's not one of the names I've been getting from the teams that are sending me info about their driver changes. But maybe someone out there in the internet world that is watching and listening might know.
Yeah. Marathon Motorsports. All in all, a pretty good day for them. You know, we think they had maybe a few more pit stops than the average. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pit stops so far today. But, you know, maybe it's just one extra.
Yeah.
They're keeping it out there.
Seems like a lot of people have had to take an extra pit stop. Not Glazed and Confused, I don't believe, but several other teams have, for one reason or another, ended up with some extras. That might be how Glazed and Confused is so ahead of everybody. They may be one of the only cars on track that's not taking extra pit stops.
Yeah.
Which is not typically the case, but I think this heat's been kind of brutal on everybody and the cars. I'm sure they're enjoying the fact that that is subsiding to some bit with the solar ball out of the sky.
Look at turn 7 there. You can see the hotel lit up.
So by 10 p.m. it's supposed to be down to 81 degrees, which is a huge improvement over where it was middle of the afternoon.
Yeah, and they didn't get the rain that was reported as a strong possibility. Never happened. They ended up staying dry, but hot and muggy. Fang Dog Racing being pursued.
Ibex is still shown in the pits, and now DVM is shown in the pits as well, along with Treasure Coast Miata.
Yep. Sorry, folks. You know, as the day has gone on, we've had more and more cameras that have lost connection. So we are missing some cameras, unfortunately, and we've had some cars attrition. You know, they just dropped out, so we lost some of those as well. But we still have a little bit here to watch.
And Treasure Coast just pitted a couple of laps ago and then went back to the pit, so you gotta assume they're having some kind of issue.
Yeah, the car that was in the pits here a little while ago getting the headlights cleaned, it's back in the pits again, the BMW there.
So 8, 9, and 10, which is actually 7, 8, and 9, all in the pits at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it's a standard stop for DVM, so they may just frog hop over Ibex.
Covey Racing out there still. They were just in the pits at lap 200. Working to lap 245. So I don't know why they make it look a lot closer than what it is. This is...
There, DVM's back on course, and they have taken 7th place past Ibex. RPM, our 3rd place car, is in the pits, but that kind of looks like it was time and, you know, for a standard pit stop for them.
So Team Infinity, they're going to owe a driver change before the end of the race.
because
Yeah.
of the way the pit stops fell for them.
Yeah, we noticed they were about 10 minutes early coming in, maybe, and that kind of messed them up.
2 hours and 8 minutes left, and they were already in the pits.
Yeah, he said they were using a little bit more fuel than they thought they would. Pretty hot out there. And the competition is rough.
The senator and the staff, they took the camera out of the car, Bill, and they were.
Yeah, I saw that. They yeah, I was talking to the guys downstairs to just turn it off.
Okay.
They toasted a clutch. So.
Oh.
Hey, Paul, you still have the start finish line camera, the Robo?
Yes, I do, Bill.
Okay, just wanted to make sure it's up because I've got 0 lost frames, which is awesome.
Yeah, it looks great. Look at that. How about that?
It's kind of in focus. It looks better down here, but
no, yeah, it's.
No, that's good.
It's good. Yeah.
It's my glasses.
That's good.
Cool. Good.
That'll work.
You can see that wind blowing down there.
Yeah, it's been like that today. You see
Yeah.
that flag nice and proud there, and 4th of July flag, and
we had some fireworks being shot off somewhere over by the lake.
Oh.
A little earlier. Of course, we had the fireworks over by turn 6.
yeah, those were different, right?
Yeah. Everybody's okay, and they're towed the truck back, or the car back, and don't know the real details on it, but just from what you took it, yeah, from what you drove, the camera when you drove by, that's all we saw. Pretty high flames. Look like it.
Never ideal.
No. But safety was on site quick. Because there, as you see on our Flagtronics, the fire truck is parked right at turn 3.
Oh, so they were really close.
Yep. In
Nice.
between the 2 sections of the track there. So we were talking up here earlier. This is like, I know that this is like my favorite time of the night to race here. Night racing at Sebring is just the absolute best.
Yeah, and what do you like? What is it that you like so much about it?
You know, it's a challenging track in the day. At night, it's even more challenging. And I just saw a car go by with underlights. You know, the blue underglow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'd like that because, you know, corner workers see light underneath your car. You'd hate to get a black flag for something like that. You know, I like this track at night. There's some really cool sections as you come out of the light and you go into black, you know, like the coming around 17. It's kind of lit, not extremely lit. You know, the back straight with the lit bridges, that's really cool to see. It's just really fun to drive at night.
I haven't done a full night session. I have done the transition, and it started getting dark on me.
Yeah. That's always the hardest because you try to adjust to it. You slow down a little bit, of course, and then you kind of have to pick that pace back up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cooled down, and it's just fun. And you know you're getting towards the end.
True. I mean, it's been a long day for these guys.
Oh, yeah. Remember at the halfway point, you're thinking, oh, we still have 7 hours to go.
How are we going to do this?
Well, you guys have done spectacular, and I want to thank you guys again. I know everybody out there likes watching us or listening to us or however they enjoy this.
However it works.
Yeah. Where are we at next, Tiff? We are MSR Houston.
Are we doing a broadcast for that?
No.
Okay.
I'm actually going down there to take pictures, but I'm doing it on my own.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're taking pictures. Hopefully somebody will buy them, help me pay for my trip. And then head home. And then where do we go? Colorado? I think
Yeah,
that's it.
High
I think
Plains.
that's next on the list.
Yep, High Plains on the 5th.
Yeah, High Plains. We fly out.
Then VIR.
Yeah, I get to drive my first electric car ever.
Really?
Yeah, that'll be fun. I've been in them, just never driven one.
So who's going to pick you up on the side of the road when you run out of juice?
Does.
I hope not. That would kind of suck. But got the Tesla long range, whatever. So just in case. I should be able to go to the airport and the track a couple of into the hotel and back a few times before I need to charge, but I think I'll plug in wherever I go.
That's always a nerve-wracking thing, right?
Never. Have you ever done it? Done a trip in an electric car?
I have not.
Yeah. Kind of thought it'd be kind of cool. It's cheaper to get that than a gasoline car.
Really?
By a considerable amount. Yeah. It's crazy. So I kept scrolling down. It's like, oh my God, I haven't rented a car in quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I lost all my points, from COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Because pretty much all of us were, doing stuff and getting lots of points and getting good upgrades, and then COVID hit. Slow car going into 7. Or debris? Oh, 7-3.
That's the SebringRacingLodge.com car. Mazda Miata.
Yeah, it looks like he stopped. Yep.
So slower, and slowest has stopped.
Did you say it's waving yellow car is not on track, driver's right?
No, now it looks like they're showing it moving again.
Nope, he stopped. Just shows him there. See him where he's pointing at him.
Well, it looks like 214 though. And then I don't even see that.
Oh, you guys are.
All right, yellow flag all around.
Yeah, see him there. 73.
214 is Covey Racing.
Flag 35.
No, the car number is 73.
Not sure what the story is with 214. Let's see, that's our lead F-class car.
214 is on pit lane right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they show him stopped.
Yeah, because it's in the pit stall.
Just at pit in.
See the safety trucks headed down, going underneath the bridge. Headed into 6A. As we follow on board the 4th place. Is that the name of the team?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
94 BMW 540i. That would be confusing. The 4th place leading the race.
What was confusing is when 4th place was pursuing the 4th place.
Yeah.
But
I worked my way through it at like a professional.
There you go.
He did
I think
the
it's an
stellar
EC
job.
vehicle too, so it doesn't matter.
It is.
Mm-hmm. That was the funny part. After I got through all the explanation, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It was an epic moment in broadcast history.
So 969
That's
is
the
being black flag for doing 48 miles an hour.
Fat Crack Racing.
58.
58.
Ooh, how long for that guy?
Nobody likes a show off.
Well, if you're gonna
You could go in style. Let's see
That's
who's
how
got the
Bill gets kicked out of
record.
the tower. Yeah.
I'm not a measly 45 miles an hour.
If you're gonna speed, might as well get her done, right?
Get her done.
Copy, all clear, and everybody drop your purples. Stationary yellow.
We're full course yellow now, as you probably heard.
Yep, that's quick. Then we'll be back to green in a second.
All right, everybody drop your flags. Drop all flags.
All right, so we'll take a quick break for commercial and be back in a few, folks. An hour and 24 minutes unofficially still on the clock. ChampCar.Live. Back in a moment. Stay with us.
Welcome to TireRack.com, revolutionizing tire buying since 1979. With our unmatched selection of branded products, finding what fits your vehicle and is right for you and how and where you drive has never been easier. Through helpful online shopping tools that include our professional hands-on reviews done at the introduction of a tire and consumer reviews that give real-world feedback over the life of the tire, you can make the right tire choice and find exactly what you need. And if you prefer to talk to someone, our tire testers, our sales team, are available on the phone. And that's how we get you the right tire for you and your vehicle for where and how you drive.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company. While we're located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia, Discovery Parts can also be found at the tracks, supporting a number of Champ Car Series events. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com. RVA Graphics and Wraps is a full-service design, signage, digital graphics, and wraps company located in Richmond, Virginia. With over 20 years of experience, RVA Graphics and Wraps offers premium signage options for your business. We are dedicated to offering our clients best-in-class service in all aspects of graphic design and application. For more information, visit us on the web at rvagfx.com.
Lifeline USA is a leading manufacturer of onboard fire suppression systems. Lifeline's continuous commitment to research and development ensures that we supply the most innovative and cutting-edge products available. Used by the majority of the world's motorsport championship-winning teams and constructors, Lifeline has a proven history of success. Lifeline offers a complete range of fire suppression systems for all budgets and needs, and we continue to push development and limits on both extinguishment materials and our patented delivery systems to make the race car environment almost as safe as sitting on your sofa at home. Every kit has been designed for a professional and simple installation. For more information and to purchase your Champ Car fire suppression system, go to www.lifeline-fire.com.
Located in Northeast Ohio, with 40 years of combined experience, Money Shift Racing knows how to deliver performance and safety, offering everything you need to get your vehicle and drivers ready for race day. From safety equipment to full engine assembly and repair, in-house fabrication, 3D design, and rapid prototyping. Money Shift Racing. Performance done right.
Frozen rotors from Diversified Cryogenics deliver increased performance and a higher level of safety, while significantly reducing braking system costs.
So to tell you a little bit about the durability of this product. So we have seen an incredible extension of the life of our brake rotors using frozen rotors. We've gone from brake rotors every other weekend to 6 weekends on one set of brake rotors, and I think they can go farther. The durability has been amazing, and it's been a fantastic season, and man, a lot of that is due to the way our car can brake on those frozen rotors.
For more information, go to frozenrotors.com.
Come on, road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Engineered to meet or exceed original equipment performance, exclusively at AutoZone.
And welcome back to the Senator 14 Hour at Sebring International, presented by UUC Motor Works. It is ChampCar.Live, presented by AutoZone, the TireRack.com Champ Car Endurance Series race at Sebring International Raceway. I'm your host, one of them, Paul Velton, with commentators Tiffany Alexander and Bill Strong calling the race for you.
We're winding this one down.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes unofficially in the race, and then we'll have another race in the books for 2023.
Another one in the books. Dun,
We are in the summer. And we're getting some information on car number 507. That's TBI. Once again, in the news. The number 507. It's a 2006 BMW M3. So I think this is one of the EC cars. Those guys are always troublemakers, aren't they?
Earlier they had a mechanical, and they've had issue with dropping fuel. So they've been in the news a bit.
We found out, Team Infinity, well, we kind of knew they were going to have to pit anyway. But yeah, they will have to indeed make another pit stop. They didn't stick it out in the pits to absorb that time. They decided to go back out. So they will have to come in again and do a driver change. No, he really doesn't say too much. You're right. Usually shows up the last 10 to 15 minutes before a commercial, and then he goes away.
He gets distracted easily.
I tried to tell him we need to hear more. I tried to tell him, what about your fans? What about your people?
What about his air?
He said, my public will have to wait. Think of the children, Bill. The children.
Just saving up all his jokes for his podcast, I guess, now. Showing Kobe Racing still in the pits, Treasure Coast still in the pits, and Ibex still in the pits, and continuing to drop in the standings. They're all, they've all fallen right outside the top 10. BBM up to 7th. Looks like Marathon is in the pits.
No, I have them on track. What are we seeing here?
Oh.
Are they?
Race here says they're in the pits.
They must have just come out, huh?
Either just come out or just were a little behind and they just went in.
Well, this is one of our cameras. So it shouldn't be more than. We did a measurement on it. I think it was only about 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. So maybe they just haven't cleared the pit loop yet.
That could be. Let's see. Where are they here? Is this the back stretch?
Looks all
Seems
dark
like it. So, yeah. This might be turn 17 here. Yeah. So let's see if this fixes it. Oh, there we go. Okay, that took care of that.
Problem solved. So I'm guessing that was their last pit stop of the day. Last driver in to finish it out.
That's the last straw.
They sent me their driver order, but they haven't been sending me kind of who's in the car. Of course, I can't always keep up with that for everybody, but it's one of these people. So David Twatty started this morning in the TLM car. Steve Skullhorn was second. David Lira third. Fourth was Ty Skullhorn. And then fifth was John Thompson. And then I'm not sure after that, but my guess is one of them is back in the car now to finish it out. I think they've stopped more than that. Second driver, third driver, fourth driver, fifth. Yeah. They must have started back over on the running order. Dylan says it seems Bill has been busy with race official duties, or we just aren't cool enough for him anymore.
Yeah, race official duties. Not really. That's all right.
He officially tries to keep himself involved. Looks like Open Throttle set their fastest time of the race just now. Probably that cooler air is helping out. That's the Ready car, the 647. Showing bent over racing, not turning laps currently. So Covey Racing is being shown in the pits. There are top place F car, but now What's the Rush, which are second place F car, is right behind them, and they are shown still turning laps, I do believe. So our F place leader might change here in the next couple of laps. Now it's a 3-lap difference between the two.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Maybe if they're not too busy, they can send me a text and let me know what's going on. So Open Throttle is in 6th, 8th, and 9th. Got all 3 cars up in the top 10. That's, well, they brought 4 cars, 1 broke. The rest of the cars are all in the top 10. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Not terrible odds there. 3 out of 4 cars are in the top 10.
Been over racing, not turning laps. That BMW that was parked down there, I'm not sure if that's the same car that has been over racing or what it is, but that car has been stuck in the pits there. Now, there is a 30-minute maximum you're to have a car in the pits. They've got the hood up, and I'm not sure what they're working. They're kind of standing around the car, mopping their brow. Not real sure what's going on there. They're going to bring the car back out, or maybe they're letting it cool down. Maybe it overheated. tires protesting going into 7 there.
A lot of tire protests there. Team Infinity sitting in 4th place now.
Your volume's a little low there. There you go, Tiffany.
Okay. Let's mix it up a little bit. There we go. Now that it's dark in here where I have my desk, there's a gnat that's been harassing me.
On your
I'm
computer
trying not to
screen?
hit the microphone as I swat the stupid thing.
What you need is a goat. You see, if you had a goat, you wouldn't have
I'd
that
probably
gnat
eat the
problem.
gnat.
Yeah. So another reason you need to get yourself some goats.
Yep. I'm gonna come up with like 101 reasons we need a goat.
Yeah.
Present it to the hubs. See what he says.
Because with the goat, you can do the goat yoga.
I have heard of such a thing.
See, then you got the goat yoga, so it's good for your health. They take care of the brush out by the race car, and they take care of, maybe they even take care of the gnats. You don't know until you try. You know, that's
Right,
that's
I mean,
part of my theory. Is a chocolate sundae going to make you feel better? I don't know, but it is worth a try.
And it's worth a try.
It might work. It may not work.
It's only one way to know.
It's not going to hurt to try. That's the prevailing theory.
I like your logic.
It hasn't really changed in the last 25 years. You just keep trying.
Just keep trying.
Maybe this will be the time that it works.
You never know.
That's right. Let's find out.
Dylan says they eat grass. They defend your birds if you have them. I have birds. I have chickens and ducks. They're cute and cuddly. You can train them just like dogs, but they will try to eat everything in sight. What about race cars? Are they have a taste for old 80s model Hondas?
Eat the
I might
bumper
have one of
covers
those
and
in the backyard.
Eat the tires. The rubber and the plastics are doomed.
Yeah. The rubber. I don't know if they have plastic on that car. It's so old.
Okay.
The rubber's
bumper
probably
cover.
not even. I don't know. The rubber's pretty old on it too. We haven't driven that car in years. I think we've driven it once since the Civic broke.
Well, if he eats it for you, then you don't have to get rid of it.
Well, there's that. You don't have to haul it off or nothing.
It's like, a little garbage disposal back there.
I like the way you think.
So he's saying his male goat tried to eat car parts. Yes.
Okay, so my husband's 911 shell back there might need to find a new home before the goat comes.
Eating car parts. Honey, what happened to the alternator?
I don't know, but I saw some things hanging out of the goat's mouth. Darn, there goes my core turn in. Every time I get the napkin out to squish that little gnat that flies through here, it goes somewhere else.
Oh, you know what you need? It's called an assault rifle. An assault rifle. And my wife keeps saying, you don't need assault rifle. And I say, no, I do. You know what assault rifle is?
What's that?
So it's a gun. It's plastic, and it shoots salt, like table salt, at high velocity.
Does it hurt?
A puff. It kills insects.
Oh.
It comes at them strong and fast, and it like spiders and flies and bees and stuff like that. It kills them. Certainly would kill a gnat. You need assault rifle. I think they're like $45. That's what you need.
Shoot it in my office, but I like the way you're thinking here. That sounds like it could be good fun to play with, though.
Yeah. Does it hurt? I don't know. We'd have to find out.
I have one of those airsoft guns. It looks like a massive gun. I know. I'm sure our neighbors think I'm crazy when they see me outside with it, but sometimes we have critters that want to come too close to my chickens.
Oh yeah, just use the airsoft. Okay.
Yeah, tag them or get near them and scare them away. Let them know that that's not cool.
Yeah, my son was really into the airsoft thing with his buddies, and I still find these little plastic balls in the backyard, shoveling, snowing. Years later, we did all this dirt removal. You still find them. You never get rid of them all.
Yeah, probably not. Plastic doesn't really go away, does it?
It's funny. I'll text him a picture every once in a while. I'll be holding one in my hand. A look of disdain. Yes. It's like, come on, man, really? Dude, there's got to be several hundred back there somewhere in the yard.
Well, our rule is we try to shoot them not inside the fenced area where the chickens are, because the chickens will eat them. That's not really good for the chickens.
No, yeah.
They're like,
see
ooh,
it.
Treat.
They think it's a seed or something, and
but you can clear the fence pretty easily, so anything else that might be, lingering about.
So Kobe's still shown in the pits. Looks like he kind of ran out of racetrack there.
Oh, they said the steering column broke again.
On what?
On the Kobe car.
On the Kobe car this time?
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez. What is up with that? The steering column?
That's two different cars that had the same issue. And this is their second time to have that issue.
I wonder, what exactly is breaking here? Because the column itself, all you have is a rigid tube that's mounted to the framework of the chassis, and then you've got a bearing. Maybe it's the bearing that's getting wiped out. On these old cars, nobody's replacing that bearing. A broken
what's that
steering
going to do?
column.
You're going to turn the steering wheel and nothing happens?
No, it would still turn the steering shaft, but if the steering column is actually broken somehow, then it would just be laying in your lap, and it would be really be difficult to use.
Yeah. It's almost as bad as the steering wheel laying in your lap.
I have to see it. It just seems.
It doesn't work so well that way.
It's a bizarre thing to hear having broken, and hear it happen twice in the same race.
And to two different cars.
It happened to Hastings Tires Plus a couple races ago. But, the bearing that was in that wasn't any good. He just never got around to replacing it. So I knew about it. I noticed it when I first drove the car. I said, what's up with the steering wheel's all over the place? He said, well, the bearing's shot. I keep forgetting to replace it. It's like, okay. He said, it's been that way so long, we don't even notice it anymore. It's like, okay.
Oh, gosh.
So, and we raced it that way. And the next year I raced with him, and it was, and I just ignored it. And then it got so bad that, something broke in there, and then took him out of the race. So maybe that's the bearing that's, I don't know. it's like, it's the age-old question: how far do you go with replacing parts on the car? How deep do you go? You get like what was it? It was Nelson Ledges with Money Shift Racing. It was the steering shaft that the worm gear broke. Now that's really bizarre. And it put him into the tires.
They've broken a steering rack before, yeah.
Yeah, it was the rack worm gear, and it's like, how do you break? But it had cracked. It had been broken for some time because there was rust on it in the crack, and then it finally just gave way. It's just one of those weird things. How deep do you go in replacing parts? And we talked about it yesterday, how you can replace something and then later come to regret that you replaced it. Sometimes the older part works better than the new part. All right. Well, top of the hour here. One more to go. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'd buy tires online, but then what?
We've thought about it. We're TireRack.com.
They should let you ship directly to a mechanic.
Actually, we call them independent recommended installers.
They should have like 1,000 mechanics.
Try over 7,000 installers.
Then you just make an appointment.
At a time that's convenient for you.
This could change tire buying forever.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Come on, Road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Engineered to meet or exceed original equipment performance exclusively at AutoZone.
Lifeline USA is a leading manufacturer of onboard fire suppression systems. Lifeline's continuous commitment to research and development ensures that we supply the most innovative and cutting-edge products available. Used by the majority of the world's motorsport championship-winning teams and constructors, Lifeline has a proven history of success. Lifeline offers a complete range of fire suppression systems for all budgets and needs, and we continue to push development and limits on both extinguishant materials and our patented delivery systems to make the race car environment almost as safe as sitting on your sofa at home. Every kit has been designed for a professional and simple installation. For more information and to purchase your ChampCar fire suppression system, go to www.lifeline-fire.com.
Frozen rotors from Diversified Cryogenics deliver increased performance and a higher level of safety, while significantly reducing braking system costs.
So to tell you a little bit about the durability of this product. So we have seen an incredible extension of the life of our brake rotors using frozen rotors. We've gone from brake rotors every other weekend to 6 weekends on one set of brake rotors, and I think they can go farther. The durability has been amazing. And it's been a fantastic season, and man, a lot of that is due to the way our car can brake on those frozen rotors.
For more information, go to frozenrotors.com.
Located in Northeast Ohio with 40 years of combined experience, Money Shift Racing knows how to deliver performance and safety, offering everything you need to get your vehicle and drivers ready for race day. From safety equipment to full engine assembly and repair, in-house fabrication, 3D design, and rapid prototyping. Money Shift Racing. Performance done right. Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company. While we're located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia, Discovery Parts can also be found at the tracks, supporting a number of Champ Car Series events. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
No. Seriously?
Come on.
Oh, no, no.
You for real?
Dale, dale.
Really?
Wow.
So maybe just a cable?
We can help you.
Welcome to America's #1 battery destination. AutoZone, your battery solution.
All right, welcome back to Champ Car Live, presented by AutoZone. Winding down the final hour of racing here at Sebring International. And this team's still looking at this BMW here with the hood up, talking it over. Not sure what the play is. I'll look out from behind the fourth place BMW, and you know, when we first put the camera on that thing and it took off, I thought, okay, this is kind of cool, rear view. And then after, like, I don't know, a half an hour, it was like, it looks like an airplane wing to me for some reason that's going sideways. It doesn't look like the back of a car at all. Just a bizarre looking airplane wing. Don't know why, that's the way I see it. Then we've got a camera looking aft of the Fing Dog Racing Porsche Boxster. Pretty cool shot. I'll look at the front straightaway here. Does this look zoomed in to you guys all of a sudden? I don't remember it looking like that.
It does kind of look a little more zoomed in, but that's put out right there. Is that just the effect of it being dark, maybe? And
Let me take a look here and see if there's anything. No, there's nothing happened on the camera, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
maybe
Okay.
the Mobile One signs just look so much bigger now that they're lit up.
Could be. Marathon now shown down 10 laps to Glazed and Confused. Man, oh man, oh man.
That's just incredible.
It really is.
I mean, we don't, even though we do such long races, we don't usually see gaps this big at the front end of the field. We'll get down to the end of a long race and then the top 5 are all within a lap or 2 of each other, and some of them are, you know, within seconds of each other.
I can't remember an A-class car trouncing the field like this. You know,
And
because
they dominated all day.
yeah, I mean the next closest A-class car is in 6th place. And they are way out ahead of the C-class cars and the D-class cars.
Yeah, the next Miata, they're 25 laps behind the leader. That's, well, I mean, that is a whole stellar lineup of spec Miata racers. 2 champion winners and just the 3 of them, all spec Miata racers. So, I mean, I guess they know what they're doing.
I guess that means something, doesn't it?
Maybe. They also haven't had anything break. They haven't had any extra pit stops. They've run just kind of a flawless race on top of that. We haven't seen their name pop up on any of that trouble list. So.
All right, I guess we'll give it to them. Well, if you figure they're that good, they're getting the most out of the car, and they know the weaknesses and how to set it up, you know, so that the thing's not likely to break down.
Possibly so.
So.
I think so. They may know what they're doing.
Yeah, unlike most of us who clearly don't.
Well, sometimes we flip a coin. Oh man, the gnat's back. It's gonna drive me crazy.
The gnat is back in town. The gnat's back.
Just one. I mean, I guess that's better than a whole army of them. That would be extra annoying.
Yes, it would.
So under an hour now. All the cars should be finished with their stops, but we know Team Infinity's got to do a driver change stop. I doubt they take fuel, but they did say they were using more fuel than they had anticipated. We know they were in the pits with 2 hours and 8 minutes-ish to go. I don't know what time they left the pits, but still going to be, need that 2-hour pit stop for a driver change. But I don't know if they can make that on fuel because they've been coming in a little early all race. So unless they go to a kind of a fuel conserve mode to make the end of the race without a fuel stop, I don't think there's any way they can do that.
Got an update on the 214 car that we just black flagged for slowing down. You want to know what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bolts came out of his steering column that hold it up against the dash.
Yeah, he said
it just vibrated out.
Broke again.
Hmm?
He said the steering column broke again. That was the second time.
Oh, did it happen earlier?
Mm-hmm. They fixed it.
Oh, okay. So they were able to limp it around the track and get it back to pit lane, and so they're going to work on it and do something, I guess.
Yep. And now Kobe Racing and What's the Rush are down to a 1-lap deficit between the two of them. So we may see What's the Rush take over F-Class if Kobe doesn't come back out very, very soon. Very, very soon.
So, Bill, did he leave already? We had him and he's gone.
Doesn't even listen.
Comes in to make a couple comments and then he's gone. So I'm noticing RPM Auto Works is salmon, but they are turning laps. I can see them on Flagtronics.
They just haven't cleared yet, maybe?
Well, they shouldn't have to clear anything unless, because it would have the pit marker on it. Yeah. And it doesn't have that. So if they come around again.
Our last lap was 3:10. We have a caution on track somewhere?
No, I've been looking at Flagtronics. It's not on there.
Oops. Weird. That's our 5th place car.
Yeah, now he's on the back stretch here on Almond. Heading down Almond Straight.
So maybe just race here as being
glitchy. Oh, there it cleared it. So if What's the Rush can stay out there, keep turning laps, there's 7 minutes behind, it looks like, from Kobe to take over the F-Class first place position. They could come away with a win in class here today.
It's coming up real soon. also kind of crazy if you look down here in the standings and shown in 17th, but actually 16th when you pull out the EC car. The 981 Atlanta Speedworks car was out for a transmission replacement and has worked their way back up to 16th place.
Yeah.
Transmission. They swapped the whole thing. And they have fallen way down to 40th place, and they've worked themselves back up to 16th. That is incredible. It's been slowly coming up over a grand period of time. That was probably like early lap, like 60, 59, back in there was when they were out with that.
Yeah.
So it's looking like they could get a top 20 finish. Actually, we've got 3 cars that continue to fall in the standings, so that could pop them up there in the top 15 pretty easy if those cars don't get back out. Being the Ibex Racing, Treasure Coast, and the Covey. Now What's the Rush has taken the lead in F class, while Covey is in the pits.
Sebring RacingLodging.com has been observed with a spin and continue. No action will be taken on them on corner number 3.
So maybe overcooked it a little bit going in. Misjudged it.
On board with Marathon Motorsports. Just a bunch of wind noise there on that one.
Car's not very loud, is it?
No, they got it pretty well under control.
They got second place pretty well under control as well. They've kind of been sitting in that spot nicely for a while.
And What's the Rush has overtaken Covey for first place in F class. A class being led by Glazed and Confused. B class is being led by, looks like WT Florida Racing, a Volkswagen. C class is led by Marathon. D class is led by Team Infinity. So the top 4 classes, top 4 cars, the classes are AC/DC.
That's nice. I didn't know you were a fan.
I'm just pointing it out. It's AC/DC. So according to our unofficial clock here, just 40 minutes remain in the race today.
If anybody's trying to make any big moves, they're running out of time to do it. Team Infinity still needs to make that driver change stop, right? I don't think we've seen them do that yet. They haven't stopped since lap 220. So I'm guessing that hadn't happened.
I'm showing at least 20 cars still turning laps here at Sebring.
We've started with 48. So the attrition has been, I'd say, high, maybe even higher than normal. Usually we finish with, even these long races, we finish with at least half the field, typically, I would think. Been doing this for a while. So seems like a little bit higher than normal attrition. But it's also Sebring in the summer. So That's a beast to be reckoned with. Faux show. Ooh, RPM is in the pits again.
Again.
You're just in the pits 15 laps ago.
Yeah.
That's 5th place on the line there. I'm sure Open Throttle would like them to hang out in the pits for a little longer so they could hop up into that 5th place position. The Kermit car is sitting and waiting, but they are 7 laps behind, so RPM's going to have to sit there for a significant period of time for that to happen. But something's broke, that might easily happen.
Yeah, the 4th place car, the EC machine, comes into the pits.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Is 19, you have a camera in that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
So after that second steering column breakage, Kobe Racing has said they're done. Told them they put up a good fight.
Yep.
They broke a left CV axle, fixed it, broke the steering column, fixed it, then broke it again. Just, they have really been giving it all she had.
Yeah.
And a little more.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you break a column, but I mean, they're one of the few, when you see a steering column mounted up there, it's like, wow, this is a little over-engineered. This thing is like really rigid, really solid piece of equipment, and it's not really under a lot of stress, but it's just a tube with bearings on either side, usually maybe just one on the steering, at least one on the steering wheel side. And then the shaft goes through it and attaches to a U-joint, which attaches to the rack. Sometimes there's a couple U-joints, but I guess, about the only pressure it sees is driver pushing and leaning on it, pulling on it when they're going through the corners. But even that, I mean, those things they're so rigid and so, I don't know, a little over-engineered, really. Probably for crashes and things like that. I don't know how you break it. But I guess maybe something cracked in the tube. I don't know. Be interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, is it Sebring and 14 hours of Sebring? Is that?
Yeah, probably. Sebring destroys anything. Right.
I mean,
just
you
all
probably can't see more load than that.
all the vibration causes everything to break and crack and split.
Dylan said, I've seen some of the craziest paddock repairs go down in Champ cars and the fastest too, seriously.
Yeah, it's crazy what some people are able to come up with. It's funny. They're able to.
I mean, it's also kind of genius, some of the things they come up with to fix and overcome through a race and make it to the end,
Yeah.
You go, oh, this car, they've led this impressive race in first, second, third, whatever, and oh, looks like you didn't miss a beat, and you talk to the driver and the wheels are falling off of it and everything's wrong with it, They're like just trying to make it to the checker.
Yeah, there's usually ways to fix stuff that people just don't do. And if you watch some of this third world country stuff, some of these YouTube videos, the way these guys repair cars, I've seen them fix like ball joints using mechanics wire, safety wire, and just wrapping it around and around over and over again around it like a cage. It's like, what the heck is this? But that's, this, it works. I don't know.
Kind of.
It's just stuff that, they fix stuff that you would never fix. You would just replace.
Mm-hmm. But in some countries it's hard to find the parts to replace it, so
Right.
they come up with interesting other ways. I sent you some pictures, Polly, of
Oh.
the steering column breakage.
Oh my gosh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I asked if they could send me some pictures just for you.
Yeah, I'm really curious. And Kevin, I'm sure he wants to see this too. Let's see what they got here.
That's what it sounded like to me.
All right.
Oh, you wanted to lay eyes on it. Okay, so Treasure Coast says they're doing the final switch of drivers. Jimmy Ellis back behind the wheel to finish out the race. So Treasure Coast should be heading back out now. After...
Okay. Well, I'll put this up. I don't see much other than it looks like they used a strap to hold the steering column up. So this must have been the fix that they did. So they got it strapped up there.
So it must have fallen down. I guess if they're strapping
Yeah,
it
I
up,
don't. Something's
side to side.
something strange is going on here. Because
Little
I
rust
see the ear there. There's no boss above it where it should be to mount it. So I don't quite understand what they've done here. But something is. I wonder if they've tried to modify something and then it's not as well supported as it used to be. Because there's the mounting ear right there in the center that's up against that white piece of metal. There's nothing above it.
Yeah, they didn't pass that. Tech didn't pass that.
No. Something.
Good ingenuity, but man, that's
not going to
as
work.
all get out.
Well, this was it broke earlier, and then this was their fix, and then it
Yeah.
broke again.
Yeah, I understand, but it doesn't look like it's mounted properly in the car to begin with. This doesn't look factory, and if it was, I don't think it would have broken.
No, it's not. Well, let's see. Factory. You can only have those bolts up there.
Yeah, there's definitely a bolt there on behind the strap. But
Oh yeah, I
there's
can
another
see that one there.
But
Yeah.
there's one up at the front that looks like there's no boss for it to go into.
They were smart to withdraw that because this track is too dangerous to not have steering.
Is that your official opinion, Bill?
That's my official word
Okay.
on that. That's
Thank you
just,
for your wisdom.
You just can't. No, I'm sorry.
Steering necessary for racing.
Necessary. Yeah. We have long straightaways, but we also have really fast corners.
Well, that's what
Glad
we
you were
do.
here to straighten that up
We
for us,
point
Bill.
out that's what we do. We point out the obvious. That's what we're good at.
I'll never forget that. Cannot unsee that. Are we done yet?
You're getting there. We got about a little over 30 minutes to go, barely. Depending on what the official time
The
looks
timing guy. Yeah, the timing guys are down there doing their math. Got the calculators out, jotting down stuff, scrolling timing tables, double checking, make sure everybody did their pit stops properly. You know, no short pit stops.
Yeah.
Looking for.
Oh, Glazed is confused is in the pits.
Yeah, Glazing. They were going kind of slow out there.
like.
Yeah.
Our last lap says 3:30.
Well, that would be maybe their pit in
Yeah, maybe
to hit
so.
to the pit loop. I don't know.
As long as their pit is on the other side of start finish.
We got like a 400 lap lead though.
Yeah, they're out there a ways.
Except, 19 just went by. What's the difference between in 30 minutes on the dot? The difference between Team Infinity and Marathon, 6 laps. Ooh, that's a long way.
Yeah, with 30 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And we know that Team Infinity needs to do a driver change for the end, and
Yep.
it's quite possible
Right,
Marathon's
so-
good to go.
Yep.
So we're waiting for, let's see if Glazed and Confused has left the pits. The 56 car. Yep, we're already out there.
They must be tripping the pit loop on the way out versus in. That would explain the time and all of the things. They're probably pitted ahead of start finish in the loop, wherever the loop is. Probably at start finish.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and take one more break and be back to wrap this thing up. Might as well stick it out with us. You've been here this long, just about done. So we'll be back in just a few minutes after this final commercial break. Back in a moment.
I probably need new tires.
You do.
What if they sold tires online?
We do. We're TireRack.com.
They could offer lots of tires
We have so many tires.
and help you find the right tire.
It's called the Tire Decision Guide.
Oh, and they could ship them to a nearby mechanic.
We shipped over 7,000 independent recommended installers.
This is an amazing idea.
Sorry.
TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Bring on the frozen tundra, the grinding gravel, the cratered concrete, the rain-soaked streets. Come on, road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Reliable performance in unreliable conditions. Designed to meet or exceed original equipment performance. That's why more auto technicians choose Duralast parts. Exclusively at AutoZone.
Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company. While we're located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia, Discovery Parts can also be found at the tracks, supporting a number of Champ Car Series events. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
Come on, road. Do your worst. We'll be at our best. Stress tested to meet or exceed original equipment performance. Exclusively at AutoZone.
Lifeline USA is a leading manufacturer of onboard fire suppression systems. Lifeline's continuous commitment to research and development ensures that we supply the most innovative and cutting-edge products available, used by the majority of the world's motorsport championship-winning teams and constructors. Lifeline has a proven history of success. Lifeline offers a complete range of fire suppression systems for all budgets and needs, and we continue to push development and limits on both extinguishment materials and our patented delivery systems to make the race car environment almost as safe as sitting on your sofa at home. Every kit has been designed for a professional and simple installation. For more information and to purchase your ChampCar fire suppression system, go to www.lifeline-fire.com.
Located in Northeast Ohio, with 40 years of combined experience, Money Shift Racing knows how to deliver performance and safety, offering everything you need to get your vehicle and drivers ready for race day. From safety equipment to full engine assembly and repair, in-house fabrication, 3D design, and rapid prototyping. Money Shift Racing. Performance done right.
Frozen rotors from Diversified Cryogenics deliver increased performance and a higher level of safety, while significantly reducing braking system costs.
So to tell you a little bit about the durability of this product. So we have seen an incredible extension of the life of our brake rotors using frozen rotors. We've gone from brake rotors every other weekend to 6 weekends on one set of brake rotors, and I think they can go farther. The durability has been amazing. And it's been a fantastic season, and man, a lot of that is due to the way our car can brake on those frozen rotors.
For more information, go to frozenrotors.com.
I did it. You see how it's...
That's it.
We did it.
You did it. You can do it.
The path to I did it starts at AutoZone. Get in the zone.
All right, let's do this. We're back for the conclusion of the Senator 14 Hour at Sebring International, presented by UUC Motor Works. ChampCar.Live, presented by AutoZone, the TireRack.com, Champ Car Endurance Series, Paul Veltum, Tiffany Alexander, and Bill Strong. Finishing up the race for you here, folks. Thanks for sticking it out with us. Glazed and confused back out of the pits, and shown 9 laps up on the field.
Well, they could just kind of park it right now, huh?
They're working lap 271. You got 21 minutes left unofficially.
10 laps almost. I think they could almost park it right now and probably still win. They have quite the decisive lead.
Yeah, Team Infinity showing up. It's shown about a lap. Let's see. No, what is this? This is confusing. 3 laps on RPM AutoWorks. 3 minutes the gap from Team Infinity to the Fing Dog Racing Porsche. Is that right? 3 seconds? 3.234 seconds? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, they passed them while we were on the break. Right? Wasn't it? Or wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, they were at 3rd when we went to break, and they got passed during that time.
Oh, man.
Because they just went up in the last lap. I was thinking maybe they pitted, but nope. Like, it looks like a legit pass for 3rd place.
Looking at Team Infinity, they ran at 257, way off the pace. 255s, 253s. Yeah, and Fing Dog's out there slamming down 240s and 241s. So yeah, they caught him.
We don't know what time Team Infinity left their pit stop. I know they were in at like 2 hours and 8 minutes or so to go. I don't know if that was the beginning of their stop or the end of the stop, but
I think it's missing. I think it's misfiring. I think it's got a dead cylinder, and he's really taking it easy coming out of the corners.
Well, I was thinking if they wanted to just do a driver change and not take fuel, they're going to have to go into major fuel-saving mode. Is the only way that's going to work. Otherwise, they take fuel, and they haven't been making 2 hours today. So to try to make over 2 hours, they'd have to go into fuel-save mode to not have to do a 5-minute fuel stop. To just do a driver change.
Gotcha.
That's just my take on it. Or
Well,
my guesstimate.
yeah, let's see where they're at here now. They're shown up just 2 laps on RPM. So they could drag it out. I don't know how far they could go before they would have to stop to do the driver change.
I mean, I think they could make the driver change like almost right there at the end, but still got to happen.
Well, what I was thinking of, if they had another couple laps, they could just park it at the end and be okay.
And not worry about going over their step
You wouldn't
limit.
need to do a change necessarily and send somebody out, but it doesn't look like they can make that, right? Because is it 10 minutes short? So yeah, he's coming in real easy here. But looks like they're staying out. So maybe that's it. Maybe the engine is fine and they're just conserving. Yeah, he's off the gas real early. Turned to 3:01 on that lap. A marathon at the though they're at full song. Turned to 2:48 on that last lap. He's got the Christmas theme going on there. He's got a green suit with red gloves.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I just checked in with the team. They are on a bit of a fuel conserve mode. They're reserving the option to turn it back up if they need to.
Gotcha.
I think they're assessing as they see how the end of this race shakes out, which we are almost to the end.
Looks like this driver has like pink splotchy, almost polka dot pant leg. I wonder if this is a girl and she's got this really wild driver suit.
Print?
I don't know.
I can't see it very well on my end.
Every once in a while the light. She's got a green sleeve on the left side, but then her leg it's like it's got like a yeah.
I remember hearing a female on their team, so it might be just. You think the light's just playing tricks on the camera?
Could be.
Who knows?
DVM shown not turning laps here on the.
Or they didn't have a female listed on the self-disclosed driver order, which is in no way official.
Okay. So DVM is shown in the pits here.
We got a report from Treasure Coast that they saw that car smoking heavily earlier, right as we were going to break.
Which car do you think they're talking about?
The DVM car.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I could have been more specific.
That's all right.
It's been a long day.
It made sense. I mean, I should have followed
Okay.
that.
Well, usually when we say the team name, we follow it with whatever update is about the team, not a different team name. Yeah, so
Yep.
broke from our normal
makes
order
sense.
of info. DBM has really put up a hard fight today. Kind of sucks to see them break in the last few minutes, but they were. Is that them on our lower camera? That's the same. I know that's the color of the car.
Oh yeah, probably is.
So they were able to get it in the pits and not cause any kind of caution or Purple 35 or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed it on Flightronix. They were shown in the pits.
Remember, this is the car that had the valve cover gasket, blew about 15 laps in the race, and they replaced it, got back out, and worked their way all the way back up to our top 10. They had fallen to 44th in the 20th lap of the race, and worked their way all the way back up to a height of, let's see, 11th, and then we got a little higher, 9th. From 44th, that's a huge climb. 8th, which I think is actually a 7th, because the EC car is ahead, so whatever I say, -1. So we got a 7th, and then up to a 6th, which would have been a 5th, depending on where the other car is, and then here we are. In the pits. What did I say? The last 15 minutes of race, somebody always breaks.
Yep.
Seems to.
It's always something.
It's always something.
So working lap 274, Gleason Confused leads over Marathon Motorsports, followed by Fing Dog Racing, Team Infinity in 4th, RPM AutoWorks Racing in 5th. In 6th, it's Open Throttle Racing, DVM Racing, Open Throttle Racing again in the number 646, Open Throttle Racing again in the number 647, and WT Florida Racing in their 2000 Volkswagen in 10th.
Money Shift says, I'm curious on the combo of that 56 car.
Yeah, me too. Because they're shown as an A-class car, but they are quick.
They're very quick.
They're quick, and they're making 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. I know the driver combo is that of 2 national winning Spec Miata racers and a 3rd Spec Miata racer. And that's it. So we decided earlier that they might know what they're doing. That might be part of the problem.
Yeah, which is really unexpected.
It's not really, what some of us do, but
What are they doing racing in Champ Car?
Slumming it with us. Let's see, the drivers are
people that know what they're doing.
Right? Todd Burris, Todd Lamb, and I think Rob Hines are the 3 drivers that have been piloting this race car and keeping it at the front since the last, I think since around lap 40. We're at 274. Let's see, they took the lead. Oh, come on, mouse, do your thing. Yep, they took the lead at lap 44. And other than during a pit stop, they've maintained the lead since then.
Mm-hmm.
And we're at we've completed 274 laps. So they've been in the lead for 230 some odd laps. Money Shift says, winning, Polly. That's what they're doing.
Yes, I can see that they're winning, but why are they racing with us? Because they want to win.
Definitely showing how it's done. Quite
yeah.
decisively. They could still park the car and probably have a cold beverage and finish that, and then go about the whole impound process.
Well, they had my heart at donuts, so.
I mean, that's hard to. What's your favorite donut?
The Krispy Kreme
Like the
glazed donut. Yeah, that is really good. It is really good. What about you?
So, as far as like the regular style donuts go, I like the lemon stuffed one. That's pretty dang good. And then I like the strawberry or blueberry like crullers, like the cake donuts.
Oh yeah.
That's that's worth throwing a shoulder for and getting out of the box before somebody else grabs.
Throwing a bow?
Yeah.
You throwing elbows?
Yep.
So, yeah, if it's a regular box, if it's not Krispy Kreme, I like the strawberry. Is it cherry? I don't know what I guess they're cherry. And the blueberry cake donuts. They're really good. I like those. And then I like cream-filled subs, too.
Or they have a sour cream cruller, too. I like all the crullers. I don't know. I'm not met one of those I don't like yet.
Yeah. No, I don't
Try to
like
stay
sour
away from
cream
them.
anything. You can have the sour cream. I'll stay away from that. The crullers you can buy in the bag are amazing. I don't know who makes them. Little Debbie or whoever.
Yeah. When I was a kid, there was a Krispy Kreme that wasn't that terribly far from our house. And we'd go down there, and they had a window in the side of the building, and you could, your parents would often have to kind of lift you up if you're a little kid, right? And you could look in the window, and you could see them making the donuts,
I know.
And I used, as a small child, I just thought that was fascinating.
It is cool. I remember taking my son Corbin to the Krispy Kreme over here, which they had this whole thing. You could see him making it. The whole. Oh, it was cool, man. It was awesome.
Back then, I was strictly lemon-filled donut only. That's the only one
Oh.
I ate. As a little kid, that's it.
Well, for me, when I was a little kid, it was going to Nova Roman's Pizza because they would make the pizza. They had a little platform you could step up onto and look through this giant glass window, and the guys that were making the pizza were on the other side of the window.
Ah.
And they'd be there spinning the pizza dough and then that was really fascinating. And then they would take a piece of something and throw it at the glass while you're watching it to spook you, and playing around with you. That was always a lot of fun.
That sounds entertaining.
Yeah, it was. It was great being a little kid, because then they would also have a TV in there, and they would be playing little cartoons. It was VHS, and they had cartoons running all the time. Woody Woodpecker and all that stuff. It was a good time.
When we were children, there was no Cartoon Network. There was not cartoons all the time. It happened on Saturday morning. That was it.
Yeah.
If you watch cartoons any other time, it was because your parents recorded them for you on a VHS, and you coveted those VHS tapes and probably watched them till the tape broke.
Well, I was the first one to bring a VHS or a Betamax into the house because we didn't have that, and it was a brand new thing, and I got one from Rent-A-Center and paid for it. Team Infinity is in the pits.
Yep, they're just going to do a driver change and roll back out, if I had to guess. He's like, get your butt out of the car. They're not taking fuel as quickly as they can get in, and the new driver in and bolted in and out, they can go.
Yeah. That's the plan. Belt them in. Don't even turn off the car.
Nope. You only have to turn off the car if you're fueling, so yeah. Which they've chose to go in a fuel saving strategy and not do so. Wow, we only have about 5 or 6 minutes to go. I think Bill said call the 30-minute, and we're about a minute or so off of that. So we're looking at probably a lap or two. We're going to see last lap, checker. And then I'm going to go to bed. Just kidding.
Yep.
Money Shift's saying that should work to hold position for the 19 car. Yep, I'm thinking so. I would agree with you. If they were pushing it, they've got a lap up to the next car because they've passed them earlier. Maybe if they were pushing it earlier, maybe they wouldn't have got past, but then they would have had to take fuel. And so that would have been 5 minutes, which would be 2 solid laps. Which really doesn't help them much. And that probably only cost them maybe 1.
I think that might be RPM up ahead of him.
It didn't sound like fuel conserve mode anymore.
No, and he's got a lap up on him, so it'd be nice if you could kind of keep him in sight here for a little bit, but see what kind of time they got out. It's maybe a lap and a half left in the race.
Yeah, this one's almost done. All in all, they did that driver change pretty quick.
Yep.
The car sounds like such a beast.
He's right up alongside RPM.
Car sounds like a hot rod. It's like the Saturday night street racing special sound.
It does.
Like we're doing quarter miles on the side of the old industrial center or something. I mean, not that I know anything about that, but just I've heard stories. I plead the fifth. So, Polly, do you still have access to Flagtronics?
Yeah.
Where's our leader?
Let's see here. Do you see him on there? I guess. Oh, he's on Almond Straight. 56.
Okay, so I'm wondering if when he comes about this time, if he'll get the one to go.
No, they had it sitting still.
Does look a bit slow.
Now
There,
they
caught
zoomed
up.
him all the way to the other side. Yes, it's lagging. Yeah, I wanted to try to keep an eye on the
So we can see if
flagger.
he
Here we
gets,
go.
One to go at the front straightaway.
Yeah.
Just trying to give you something to do to keep you awake, Polly. Just,
better
I'm looking
do
out for you.
something. Better do something, because thanks, Kevin. Thanks for hanging out with us all day. Take care of that leg. See you at Mid-Ohio.
Has he got a leg issue?
Yeah, he got hurt at CMP. Messed
Oh,
up his
ouch.
knee. Possibly more. Getting the one to go there.
In the car?
No, he was
Just-
hopping over something on the truck, and something happened. He slipped.
Oh, dang, that sucks. I've done all of those things before.
Superhero stuff.
Oh, I can just
Leaping
be
in a
walking
single
around and
bound.
do dumb stuff. Great to see you too, Dylan. Thanks for joining us. He said he got hurt at Autobahn.
Yeah. Did I say CMP? Yeah, it was Autobahn.
They'll kind of run together after a while.
Yeah, sorry about that. So teams are being showed 1 to go. And they're keeping an eye on the leader of the race, number 56. I'm showing him coming through 14 and 15, but there could be some delay there in the Flagtronics. Showing him on Almond Straight for the final time. Coming down the backstretch here at Sebring International Raceway. It comes around turn 17, and there it is. The checkered flag flies for Glazed and Confused. They take the win here today, followed by Marathon Motorsports TLM Racing. Fingdog Racing will take third. Team Infinity will take fourth. And RPM Autoworks will take fifth place overall. A-Class going to Glazed and Confused. B-Class going to WT Florida Racing. C-Class to Marathon Motorsports. Team Infinity is going to take D-Class. F-Class going to What's the Rush in their Ford Escort.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, great job, everybody. This is a tough, tough race, and you guys proved your mettle. Way to go.
14 hours at Sebring is no joke. As we saw the attrition be difficult to deal with today. So all the cars will finish their last lap and go, well, the top 5 and all your class winning cars are going to head over to impound just to make sure everything's legit. And then after that is complete, then they will call the race results official.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It looked like he threw the checker on top of Team Infinity to me, but that can't be right.
They went by in such a blur. So fast, so fast.
Flashing his lights, thanking the corner workers. Such a big part of making these races work for us. We can't do these races without corner workers.
Man, that's the difference. You know, especially a seasoned, experienced corner worker, right? Like, that's the difference between having that corner station manned by someone who's going to keep you safe as a driver and, you know, the opposite.
Mm-hmm. And there they go across the start-finish line. It's Team Infinity. RPM's already pulled in to the pits there. They'll probably be directed to the impound area. Team Infinity does take the win in D-Class, though. Not sure what's going on here with... Oh, they're coming in the pits. Okay, here they go. All right, so that's going to do it for us here, folks. Thanks for joining us here on ChampCar.Live. That's going to bring a conclusion to the Senator 14-hour Sebring International presented by UUC Motorworks. It's Glazed and Confused taking the overall win, 279 laps here at Sebring International. That's going to do it for us here for tonight. Be sure and join us again when we go to VIR the 24th, August 12th For Bill Strong and Tiffany Alexander, I'm Paul Belton saying so long.
Bye.
Bye.